So in this video, I'm going to talk very briefly about a couple of examples with L'Hopital's rule that I just wanted to add on. So for example, this first one I have is the limit as x approaches 3 of 2x plus 7 divided by 4x plus 1. So I know we've been talking a lot about L'Hopital's rule, and so what I wanted to mention to you guys right off the bat is that I realize, and this is a common mistake that people have, is when we learn a new rule, people pretty much always want to just do that same rule over and over and over again. So for example, in this situation, people would try to apply L'Hopital's rule by taking the derivative of the numerator, 2x plus 7, which is 2, and the derivative of the denominator, which is 4, and they'd say, oh, my answer is 1/2. Well, unfortunately, that's wrong. That's not the final answer. That's incorrect. And the reason is because they didn't check to see if it was an indeterminate form to begin with. Here's the thing. In this problem, if I plug in 3, I get 2 times 3 plus 7 over 4 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 7 over 4 times 3, which is 12 plus 1. And 6 plus 7 is 13 divided by 13, which gives me 1. That's the correct answer. But so again, what people do is they automatically jump into a problem and they say, oh, we're learning about L'Hopital's rule, or we're learning about any math strategy for that matter, and they say, oh, I have to use that new strategy. Well, that's not the case. In this particular problem, the best option is actually to go with what you already know. In this case, the method is direct substitution. You just plug in the number and see what happens there. So again, it's important to check. What indeterminate form is this? Am I using the correct strategy? So that's, again, the first thing I would do right off the bat. In my other example, I have one with these trigonometric functions. So we have the limit as x approaches pi from the left of sine x divided by 1 minus cosine x. So again, please just verify right off the bat that these are, in fact, indeterminate forms. So what I'm going to look at here is sine of pi is 0. So that's kind of a good thing right off the bat. But let's see what happens if I do cosine. 1 minus cosine of pi. Well, cosine of pi is not 1. It's negative 1. So we have 1 minus negative 1, which is 2. So my answer here is actually 0. So again, do not automatically assume that L'Hopital's rule is the way to go. It's not always the best method. In fact, it does not always work. So again, try to use previous knowledge. Try not to just jump in and say, hey, I've got this new strategy, I need to use it. Just because it's a shiny new tool does not mean it's the right tool for the job. So hopefully this helps you guys better understand L'Hopital's rule, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next videos.